The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout and stand.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there.
Penn State, 17. South Carolina, 7.
Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Gamecocks have enough for the 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Turning it on. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Buys a little time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gonna try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Finds his man. It's Ross. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Penn State 17, South Carolina.
So the final period starts with a second down play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Knocked out way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll come to the line first and goal with the lead and the clock working in their favor. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harbor. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in the 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football, so faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop.
GG, my boy.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Davidson. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
To the air, it's Klubnik, using his legs to buy some time. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
The give to the tailback. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. Fourth down is coming. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Clemson is quick to the line. Now the play fake. Fires left. Makes a connection. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Turning on the Jets. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's caught downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it away. Returner runs out of bounds.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Aller. That's reeled in, it's Singleton. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Running it to the right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Scanning the field, it's Aller. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Hudson. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Running to Green. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and get him a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Penn State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. Wide open spaces. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's loose. Touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Ross. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. In the first down and more. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half.
Thank you for calling that timeout for me, gang.
Momentum to start the second half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shakes off the defender. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Thank you for the field position.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat.
Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Aller. The quick out. Powers through the defender. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Breaks the tackle. And the Nittany Lions pick up the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, give on the inside. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Williams. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Clemson set up with another first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is huge for this defense they're playing against a Heisman caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture. And you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3.
Green 25.
Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pulls it in down the sideline. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clemson jumps to the line. Off the play fake. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They haven't gotten much done here. 3rd down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first, but I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground, stop playing pass, come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well,
Get off the sticks, you
it's
bum.
an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership.